Oh, hey there. I was just admiring, this Vinegar Syndrome release when not only they included a beautiful deluxe slipcover, but they also included a fully functioning working copy of the movie on disc. Yes, I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but people aren't happy with Vinegar Syndrome's release of Blood Tracks. Now, this is one of the most anticipated releases from the Black Friday season. But now everyone is jumping on Facebook, the forums, the Reddits, YouTube, wherever, and they're talking about these audio issues. And we're not talking about just something that's minor. We're talking severe. People are saying it's distracting. And some people are even going as far as to say it's making the movie unwatchable. Now, I can't confirm this because I think like 90% of the people in the world, I'm still waiting on my Vinegar Syndrome package. I don't even have a shipping notification, which is a bunch of BS. Vinegar Syndrome, get your crap together. But that's not what we're here about. We're not here to complain about their terrible shipping practices today. What we are going to talk about is the fact that Vinegar Syndrome knowingly sold you a faulty product. Yes, this isn't just some goofy mistake where they're going to have to send out, a replacement disc. This is the real deal. Vinegar Syndrome knew that they had audio issues. And did they tell us that this had an audio problem? No. They said it's the best they can do. They said this was not an unwatchable thing, so they just put it out there and they thought everyone accepted it. And they said, no replacement disc coming, no returns, you guys are stuck with it. That's a bunch of BS. People expect this kind of thing, from like a third world company, if like, just as an example, if Umbrella in Australia, if they said something like this, people wouldn't be surprised. People go, comes with the territory, I made the risk. But when you are buying a guaranteed American product, you need to make sure that it actually works. Now you've made us all look bad. Now we have to try and compete with this garbage from overseas, when we should be setting the standard. Now again, the slip is beautiful. I've seen pictures. It looks great. Very excited to hold it in my hand. But you know what? If you couldn't get it on disc, you shouldn't have put it out at all. Because clearly, the elements weren't there. And this is something that should have just died on VHS. You could have let it sit on that moldy tape, and it could rot into obscurity for the next millennium. And you could have thrown us a bone. You could have said, hey, we can't do it. It sounds like crap. Sorry, but you can buy this beautiful slipcover for like $15. And the community would have accepted that. I think everyone really just wants a slipcover. Now, when I get this, am I going to watch it anyways? No, it's just going to sit on the shelf. But that's beyond the point. Now I know I have a faulty product. When I go to sell this in 3 to 5 years for major cash, I'm going to have to address the caveat and say, yep, slipcover's great. It's all here. It's in mint condition. But this disc is straight trash. And you're not even going to want to watch the movie. And it's going to make it a hard sell. And that's not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. It's not good for the community. And it's certainly not a good look for Vinegar Syndrome. Now, it's just like I sit here and wonder, and I'm like, do I want them to put out, a Rob Zombie box set if they can't even put out, like, some junky 80s slasher movie that no one in their right mind cares about? They could be putting out Rob Zombie's Halloween and magically, half of the audio will be missing, and they're going to try and blame, some outside source. They're going to try and blame Rob Zombie, saying he wouldn't hand over the proper elements, and they just did the best they could, but they thought it was still acceptable and put it out. It's a bunch of crap. You may as well have just given us something with disc rot, because clearly this is just straight trash. should have been put in the trash. You shouldn't have wasted money on these discs. No one's going to want them now. No one's going to want this release. And no one would have bought this if they knew about these issues. Vinegar Syndrome, you should be ashamed. But that's what I got for you, my guys. Vinegar Syndrome really blew it right here at the end of the year. I'm hoping that next year they make up for it with actual releases that people want and actually come with fully functioning discs so we don't all end up looking like fools in 3 to 5 years. So comment down below, what do you think of this travesty? And while you're at it, give this video a like and be sure to subscribe. And until next time, keep slipping.